Hola, mi amigos y mi amigas. Welcome back to Pastor Paul's Daily Devotional. You're here. I'm here. Let's do this. I want to thank you so much for joining, for liking, and for sharing. This week, we're continuing on with our study of Ephesians chapter 6, verses 5 through 9, which has been controversial throughout church history. We talked about that earlier in this week. Reach out to me if you have feedback about that. I think John Stott's commentary in Ephesians explains this really well, both the context in the American situation in recent centuries over race-based chattel slavery and how things were very different in the first century Greco-Roman society. Slavery still wrong, but those two things were not the same. So, as I was saying yesterday, theologians would indicate, and I would agree, there's a correlation in this text between our work lives, our employed lives. Many of us have some kind of employer. We have some kind of board that we report to. And so there's something we can learn from this text regarding our work lives, whether they're compensated or other uncompensated, whether there's teachers and students, administrators, teachers. There's a lot we can learn here. Here's the key idea. Whatever your role, serve wholeheartedly and respectfully because you're serving the Lord. Now, what does wholeheartedly mean? Well, in the original language, this word is only used one time here in the New Testament. And this word gives the idea of goodwill or enthusiasm. Goodwill or enthusiasm. So in our vocations, in our calling, grandparents, stay-at-home parents, those who are employed, those who are working part-time, full-time, we're to serve wholeheartedly because we're serving Jesus. And as we do so, we're to do so in an attitude of goodwill and an attitude of enthusiasm. That is to say, when we work, we're to work with purity and passion. Okay? So when we work, when we serve others, we're to do so with an attitude of kindness, helpfulness, and passion. Now, is that your attitude right now toward your work? Or, conversely, are you being grumpy? Are you being maybe just a little bit bitter? Are you, when you work, are you, how do we want to put this? Are you begrudging? Are you doing the bare minimum? Paul here in the text actually says, don't do I work, right? I work, which is EYE work, which is when you're just working when your employer's watching, working when your clients are watching, working when your coworkers are watching, right? But you don't want to work just for when other people are looking. You want to work this way all the time. Have consistency and faithfulness, passion and purity, not just when your boss or your teacher or your coworkers are looking, but all the time, because God is your ultimate boss. God is the one that is overseeing your work. And so are you serving with a sense of generosity, with a sense of enthusiasm, with passion? Do other people enjoy working with you? Or are you an Eeyore and it's grudging? Today, if you're struggling in your work, whatever that work looks like, can you do it with a wholeheartedness, with a purity, with a passion, with an enthusiasm, with a kindness and a generosity? If not, ask God to bless you. Ask God to strengthen you. Ask the Holy Spirit to encourage you so that you will work wholeheartedly. All right, we'll finish this up tomorrow. God bless.